Um, the economy has tanked and really, really rough for some people. So it's tough. And then now with the Black Lives Matter movement, there's a lot of grief and a lot of injustice happening. And, if anything, I just want to make sure that some of you out there take the time to really honor your grief. There's a lot of upward movement, a lot of forward movement. But I want you all to think about taking time for yourself, especially if you have some grief, because that, if you don't acknowledge it, will turn into pain later or, health issues. So, and I also want to just say, there's also, despite the pandemic and children at home, homeschooling, and people getting sick, and some of us losing loved ones, and the economy tanking, and some of us having a hard time with keeping an income going, and also with the Black Lives Movement and all the injustice that we've seen, the murders, and I've been doing it too on my Instagram stories, like posting a lot of injustices and things that I see. There is a lot of grief and there's a lot of pain, but there's also something to celebrate right now. And hopefully you all are with me on that. There's a lot to celebrate. A lot of horrible things are coming to the light. All people, no matter what your color, is standing up for it. And it's a time of waking up. It's a time for a lot of things coming into the light and things being revealed to us and people really seeing and standing up. So it's sort of like, I think of it as like, the phoenix from the flame, it's a time where we can really rise and stand up and come out of this better than ever. So that being said, my message to you today is you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your health. So, with all of this going on and all this uncertainty and some people dealing with anxiety, my question to you is, did you drink water today? Are you hydrated? That would be my number one thing. Make sure that you're drinking water. And, the other thing would be feeding yourself. Are you taking time to eat meals? Are you taking time to eat good meals? What's really available out there? Not much. So hopefully you're taking the time to cook for yourself. But if you don't take the time, then cooking's not going to happen. And then you're not really taking care of yourself. So you got to cook. You gotta, figure out ways to get good food into your home. I have a CSA share, and I also love Misfits. I'm not sponsored or anything by Misfits, but I love getting their organic produce every week. It's like a joy in my life, like Christmas weekly. Are you moving? Are you exercising? A lot of people really haven't left their house. I think that a lot of people try to get out and they're taking walks, but I know that there's some people, homebodies like me, that are perfectly content at home. So you need to get outside at least, and you need to move those legs. And there's plenty of home workouts and Zoom classes and things that people are doing. And it's a way to support businesses and the economy if you sign up for some of these Zoom classes that are out there. And, if your way of supporting the movement is to buy Black, do that. There's plenty of amazing personal trainers out there. I'm Nichelle Jenkins is one. I follow her on Instagram. So you got to drink water, you got to eat, you got to move, you got to rest. So you got to rest. That's the other thing is, like, maybe you're out there protesting. Maybe you're getting up and you're trying to run your business and homeschool children and cook for me. I mean, that's me. And manage things like marketing and, doing everything. If you're a business entrepreneur, maybe you're a mom, maybe, your loved one is at home, so you're supporting them too. I mean, there's so many things. Maybe you're finding out new things about your relationships, all of a sudden, like right now, all of a sudden I have 8 people in my home at all times. So I don't get much alone time, which I very much need. So lots and lots of things going on, but are you resting? Are you taking alone time? Are you making sure you're getting to bed early? Are you making sure you're sleeping long enough? Some people might be on the type of energy like at the protest all the way until curfew, then come home, kind of try to relax their brain, maybe close their eyes for a couple hours, and then they're back out there again. You've got to rest, because now with people in close quarters, there's still people that are getting exposed to the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So still want to exercise those precautions. There's nowhere out there when you're processing to wash your hands. So you want to just make sure your immune system's strong by resting. Sleeping is when you're healing. You're not healing when you're eating food and walking around and taking care of business and homeschooling your children. You're really healing mostly when you're sleeping. So you need restorative time. And the last thing is connect. And I'm really actually going by the subtitle of my book, which is called Aging Brilliantly, and it's how to eat, move, rest, and socialize your way to long life. But I find that these 4 pillars, eating, moving, resting, and socializing your way through your health, is spans not just aging. You can eat, move, rest, and socialize your way through diabetes. You can eat, move, rest, and socialize your way through this unprecedented time. So the last part, which is socialize, is really about connection. The publisher has actually changed it to socialize from connection, but I really see connection as connecting with yourself, connecting with each other, and connecting with the higher power. So you got to create it. You got to create time for that. You've got to schedule it in. It might seem odd to say schedule in spirituality, and I relate, because to me, my faith is in everything I do. My faith is here in this Instagram live. My faith is there when I pick up a pen, or my faith is there when I cut up carrots. But for some people, you really have to incorporate it as something that you do. So maybe it's, okay, I'm going to take some time to read this spiritual text, or I'm going to take some time for prayer. I'm going to create time. And we do this already. There's some people that will pray before meals. They'll pray before bed. They'll pray when they wake up. That's scheduling it in. Connecting with yourself too. So creating alone time. That's the only time. This is the only way I've been able to stay sane. Like I've got 5 children upstairs, but I can come down here early in the morning and really have some alone time with me. So that helps. And then, so I talked about spirituality, connection with a higher power, connecting with yourself. And then there's also connecting with each other. So really, finding community and camaraderie, checking in with, I checked in with a couple of my cousins, one of them who I hadn't even met yet. I've got a lot of cousins, but I checked in last week with 3 of my cousins via Zoom. I think one of you might have popped on this IG Live for a second, but maybe you're not here anymore. But anyway, that was an amazing connection that I had, just connecting with some family members, some people that are from my, lineage, same grandparents as me, or at least grandparents that were brothers and sisters. So that was amazing. There's a lot of ways that you can find solidarity in this movement. I think that a lot of times, there's competition, there's pointing each other out, but this is a time for unity, and this is a time where we can support each other. So I really want you to find, your people, find your community, find your tribe, and connect. It can happen through Zoom, it can happen on a phone call, it can just happen on comments in a post, so you want to do that. And you just want to take care of yourself. Usually I get some health questions now, but I don't know if, I haven't gotten any. So if anything, please, please, please take care of yourself. Again, the pillars are eating well, moving,